Motion my gamers, and welcome back to Genshin Impact. Strange phenomenon has suddenly appeared near the venue of the Miracle Flower Festival. Dark occurrence seems to be forming.
Doesn't look like Miko is around here anywhere. Paimon doesn't see Ayato or Ayaka either. Are we too early? Didn't Ayato say he prepared lodging for everyone at the shrine?
Did you hear? Someone encountered a doppelganger here last night.
A doppelganger? You mean like a doppelganger of themselves? Or someone they know?
You know what they say. Anyone who sees their doppelganger will be replaced by them within 3 days.
That's just a folktale. It's not real.
You sure?
Doppelgangers? That's a common folk tale in Inazuma, isn't it? Ever heard of it, Traveler?
No, never.
Huh. It always comes up in light novels. You really never seen it? It's like when your friend is replaced by a complete stranger. Also, the timing is a bit too coincidental, don't you think? Could it be related to what we saw last night? The whole
Probably.
doppelganger thing sounds kind of like what Sayu was talking about with Bunshin Phantasm. Maybe something went wrong with Kichiboshi's powers? Well, thinking about it isn't going to get us anywhere. Why don't we go check on Sayu's team?
Do I see her? Oh, never mind.
Huh? They're not here yet.
Maybe they'll still sleep.
Well, if it is Sayu we're talking about, it's definitely possible. Oh, someone's coming. Weird. Is he here to work on the equipment? But he doesn't look like any of the workers we saw yesterday. And it doesn't seem like he's here for the games. He snuck away again. Do you think he might be...
Let's follow his ass and see what he does. Yeah. And what is going on?
He's constantly looking back. Paimon's calling it now. Something fishy is going on.
Don't jump to conclusion. Let's keep watching.
Good point. He could be on his way to meet someone. Let the hunter become the hunted.
Are we sneaking in? That's what it looks like. Never mind. Looks like we're moving on to cutscenes.
Reporting back, ma'am. Nothing suspicious to note at the Bunshin Phantasm booth. It's possible there's no connection to the incident from last night.
Ma'am? I see. Do you find any other clues?
Sarah?
Oh, Saw and Hazel! Okay. I need to sound like suspicious like him. Oh, good morning, you two.
Hazel!
That sounds dumb.
What's going on
Nah,
here?
whatever. I was wondering who was daring enough to sneak up on one of those detectives. Maybe I should have expected to be you two. I guess this makes us the hunted. Aether, Paimon!
Forgive me, ma'am. I have failed as a detective. I did not realize someone was on my tail.
Quit staring my tits! Anyway, considering Aether's skills, the phone is now with you.
So, what's going on? What are you investigating? Must be serious if Hazel's involved.
Well, about that. Unfortunately, my order probably from Shire is with you.
Huh? What orders? You really can't tell us anything?
If Saw and Hazel has served the duration, they're only one person responsible. Those orders come from the Shogun, don't they?
Astute observation, traveler. Tell him the truth.
Shogun!
What? The Shogun is here?
No, I believe this is A.
You recognized me with a single glance?
Oh, it is. Shogun, we still have a complete investigation.
It matters not. I am certain the person standing before us is our friend, the trap. His gaze, his presence, his mastery of several types of elemental energy. There is no mistake. And we need his help.
Understood. An infantry team was sent to survey to place the land. Yesterday, the television received a report that a team was found unconscious in the goddamn field, all bleeding out. Not only that, but a group has been trapped in the endless nightmare. I'm to wake up.
No, please! Stay away!
We detected no traces of Yoka power where they were found. We followed the traces in a pier just outside the festival grounds.
What?
Should we call out the festival? Unfortunately, it's not that simple. You heard the rules about the doppelganger, yes? We suspect the cop has the ability to change forms, allowing them to spread mischief at will. They may have already entered the festival grounds. If we call the festival, we may give them the chance to escape the midst of chaos. Even the slightest movement could alert them. Locking down the festival grounds should provoke them to attack, which would endanger the public.
You're right. That's a big risk.
The purpose of this festival is to bring humans and yokai together. We cannot allow the culprit to endanger anyone.
But what if they attack again? A very valid concern last night with a special group of soldiers to the festival ground. They remain undercover to keep an eye on things. We also block ourselves nearby walls under the threat of construction so we can keep civilians away as much as possible. Even the almighty Shogun has taken it upon himself to patrol the air all night.
Fortunately, no one else has been harmed.
Thank you.
Ah, so the thunder we heard was you!
I much for a failing Shogun. You should know how to
On
intervene.
the contrary, it was my decision. I was unable to capture the culprit last night, so I left to discuss a plan with Miko. I did not show myself once I saw you were safe, and for that, I apologize.
Speaking of Miko, where is she?
She is investigating the trace of yokai power found at the scene. Though it fades in and out, it never strays from Mount Yogo.
Which means if the culprit enters the festival ground, they must still be nearby. The only people close to this ground last night were the staff and the constant staying at the shrines.
Miko is working with the Kamisato siblings to verify the identities of the staff members. They should be done soon. As for the contestants, that inquiry must be performed by someone else.
Is that why you need my help?
The Tenryo Commission is too conspicuous. But as the judge of the competition, you can ask questions without arousing suspicion.
Okay, so you need us to talk to the teams and see if there's an imposter among us?
Oh god. Love you, Kuina. Can't believe she said the Among Us line.
Precisely. Traveler, I understand these people are your friends, and it puts you in a difficult position. But if one of them has indeed been displaced by a yokai, they could be in grave danger.
I understand. I'll do my best.
Thank you. I truly hope the situation is not as grave as it seems.
What are you guys gonna do next? Continue to investigate from a distance?
Well, there's only so much we can learn that way, so I think we need to find a way to slip onto the ground. It's better for us to be at the scene if something goes wrong. I feel the shock is far too very defeated for that. If she arrives at the ground, it will certainly cause a fucking stir.
Worry not. Miko and I discussed that issue. She claims to have a plan. The preparations are underway as we speak.
One of her genius plans, huh?
Somehow scheme seems more accurate.
Indeed. If you learn any details of said plan, I would like to know what I'm getting myself into.
Yeah, there we go. As blue beholding illusions.
Okay, so where do we start? We need to ask questions to figure out if there's an imposter, but we can't arouse suspicion.
Seeing Among Us lies.
Oh, looks like Sayu's team is already here. Well, guess we'll just play it by ear.
This is literally Among Us now we're doing in this event. Hey, Sleepyhead and Yomiya.
So tired. I don't feel rested at all. How come you two have so much energy? Didn't you stay up even later than me?
Yo! Kabushi! Don't you fucking say that about Sayu! She ain't a weak ass thing! That is not nice to say to your friend. Sayu probably just tired because she came with all the ideas yesterday. Need a break, Sayu? I can start thinking about the ending stage in the meantime. It's been forever since we done something fun together. You need to have enough energy to enjoy it.
Oh, it's okay. I can push through. Sayu and Yoimiya seem the same as ever. Kichibushi too. How should we test them?
Let's ask about the past.
Oh, good idea! Doppelgangers only mimic appearances. They wouldn't know about someone's past. Let's give it a try.
Okay, let's give it a try.
White fur, yellow fur!
Whoa, you guys are here bright and early!
Yeah, well, the traveler's judging this thing, so we can't slack off, right?
Are you being sus, Paimon? The way you're acting. Anyway, still, you don't need to be eating, so what's the rush?
Yeah. If the people in charge are here early, that usually means there's been some kind of emergency. Oh, no, it's just... the traveler really wanted to see you.
It's Paimon, the fuck? That's not... Seriously. Oh, why?
Well, it's... your game. Playing your game yesterday? Brought up a whole bunch of stories.
I'm gonna close down you, bitch.
So we wanted to come early to reminisce about old times. You know, because you might be busy later and stuff.
Paimon. The fuck was kind of excuse was that? They're busy now.
White fur acting super strange.
Yes, she is. Time to change the topic. Yeah, I was just thinking about the Aonawa. Oh, you know what? Me too! I thought about adding to our game concerning the dream thing and everything. But in the end, the idea just wouldn't come together.
Marinara? Yum!
Fool, the fuck was that? The are like a small yokai for Sumeru, and they're green. They're so funny and quiet and can't give you food dreams. Actually, that's guy's you too, Kibushi. If you even go to Sumeru, I sure you could consider it a good Nawa.
Good banana? Sumeru, huh? The dreams there are supposed to be special. Did you witness a dream or something? Maybe it could give us some inspiration, and we wouldn't have to think so much.
Come and say that dream is a little hard to discard, don't you think, Ether? It's really hard to use it as reference material.
Alright. I was just wondering what kind of dream it was, that's all.
I guess it was kind where a lot happened. Anyway, it's a long story. How about we wait until after the competition? Ether and I can tell together. Sounds good. After that, you share your many more memories together. Oh shit! Where did the time go? We have so many levels to time today.
Oh, we should get out of your fur, hair then. Good luck, everyone. Bye, white fur. Bye, yellow fur. Come back and play.
With this for a reason. What was that above? Oh, that's part of the wind. I don't know.
Wow, we've had so many adventures, huh? You don't even realize it until someone brings up the past.
Do you still remember the original meaning of our journey?
Oh yeah, totally. It was, what was it again?
I'm going to bitch slap you, I figured.
Anyway, Paimon didn't pick up on anything suspicious from that team. If anything, we were the weird ones forcing conversations and stuff.
And whose fault was that?
Okay, so maybe it wasn't the best strategy. Leaning into the judge angle is probably a safer bet. Let's ask about the creative process behind the game and confirm their identities that way. Paimon saw Toma's team show up just now, so we can investigate them next.
Good idea. Alright, Toma! Hey buddy, what up dude? Hello my man, what you doing here?
Hey Toma, we were hoping to learn a bit more about the philosophy behind your game. Is now a good time?
Looks like I just hard work this morning.
Feel a soft bee?
Oh, Boss can explain that one.
Boss and Shosei were up super late last night coming up with ideas.
And he's back at it this morning, as energetic as ever. Boss is the best.
I don't deserve that much praise, but when it comes to the talking part, I guess I'm the best person to answer your question.
Time for an interview.
Oh god, okay, Paimon.
To you?
Ask away, judges. What do you think of the most interesting aspect of your game? Oh, I have to say, working with others to overcome challenges.
Hold on! You can't just ask a simple question, traveler. Watch and learn. Ahem. We'd love to learn more about your design approach and strategic vision. What will be the project's main draw, and how will it deliver emotional value to your players?
That is the same goddamn question! Sounds like you took question straight from the Boundless business expert to Rito. In that case, let me say this. The product is a fast-paced, easy disguise release to capture on the edge probably of the treasure journey while addressing a common pain points. By revealing our strange and the needs of our player, we need able to submit across product levels and find a better experience that is smoother to our users and more enjoyable overall.
Impressive! And completely over Paimon's head.
Yeah, Paimon, you couldn't handle that information. You say something for that one, fucking Paimon.
Nice one, boss.
I kind of confused myself, honestly. I used to hear that kind of talks in retail, so I guess I pick up a few things.
Fixer is a tough nut to crack, huh? Shoot, Paimon can't pick apart an answer she doesn't understand. Over to you, Traveler.
You see, asking questions and then no one answers thoughtlessly. So that's what you have it. I hope that answers your question, judges.
Whoa, not a single stumper.
Never underestimate a housekeeper. Well, I'm sure the interview is only one part of the adventure process. We'll see what you think when you play the game yourself. Which reminds me, I should probably get back to work the stage. Want to give it a try when you're done? It will be my pleasure. In that case, let's get to it.
Yes, Boss Toma.
Well, Toma's answers were all very genuine. Paimon didn't notice anything un-Toma-like about them. Plus, he was with Shosei until late last night. If you think about when we saw the nightmare creature, the timing doesn't match up. Kozo and his two friends were together the whole time, too. They would have noticed if someone was acting weird. So,
yeah,
we're back at square one. That just leaves Kokomi's team, right? Guess we should check them out.
What's going on? I wish they were together in this. That would have been... Wait, no, Kokomi. Kokomi? Kokomi?
Huh? White fur and yellow fur are here early. You're here alone? Huh. Where are Kokomi and the others?
Don't know about Great Yokai, but Soul Lady is behind you.
Soul Lady? Oh, as in Soul of the Deep. Okay. Wait, did you say behind us?
Yeah, turn around, bitch. You have questions for me, I presume?
Kokomi! A little warning next time.
Sounds like you already know why you're here. Yes, I heard about the doppelganger incident. When I saw you around the vein just now, I wasn't hard to connect the dots. I spoke too fast with that bite. As to what you want to know... Is it this one? I don't remember shit. Energy.
Energy? Oh! The numbers you write in your diary.
In a tree? Dry berry?
Ahem! That's not what I mean!
Oh, sorry.
So, we can leave it there, right? You don't need to ask any more questions, I would imagine. Yep, all good. As for the Gobble Kobold, he wasn't sure all night. I can't imagine he's the criminal you're searching for.
Yobo Koban is a criminal?
No, of course not. You're in the clear.
In the clear. Is good?
Very good.
Good.
What about Mizuki? Where did she go?
She left after seeing a mission in the middle of the night. Looking back to it, perhaps it's related to your own investigation. I think it's part of the investigation. Oh, as she left, I heard she was under breath, ordering me around in the middle of the night. Who does she think she is? Miko. She probably needs to explore our nightmares to help formulate the strategy. Well, I guess that was confirms Mizuki's identity.
Something tells me a certain someone is missing me.
Hi, mommy.
Huh? Miko and Mizuki.
Hello, traveler. Paimon.
She gave me sleep. She's so tired. Did you finish up the work?
Yes, I left the rest to the young fellow from the Kamisato clan.
Oh,
shit! For now, there's nothing suspicious to note.
She fell asleep. I saw that.
That means the culprit didn't manage to sneak in. That's a relief.
Just like that, you let down your guard? And all it took was for me to wear her face.
Huh? She's so surprised, like, what the fuck? She's smiling.
The culprit? It's you!
I want 30% of the goddamn profit.
Oh, greedy little thing. I thought we agreed on 20.
Making a joke like that.
Oh, it's getting harder and harder to tease you, traveler.
I love it though.
Can you stop with the teasing then? Even I'm reaching my limit.
500 years and you're still not used to it? Sounds like you need more practice.
At least spare me for the day. I can't take the mental torment right now. I'm running on fumes.
So, what did you do last night?
Investigated the Shogunate officials' nightmares. Analyzed the traces of yokai power around Mount Yogo. Oh, and worked on some new game stages, of course.
All in one night?
Well, I didn't want someone to ruin the Mikawa Flower Festival. But I also wanted to do my best for my part of the festival. Besides, I've talked to many patients who worked multiple jobs just to make ends meet. Compared to that, complaining about one night of hard work is a little unreasonable, don't you think?
Even so, I think you should take a break, Miss Misaki. Come on, I can handle the game in the meantime. I learned a lot yesterday. I'm sure I can handle a few design while you guys some rest. We can't have our lead of a commission. I'm not confident I can't bring a version right on.
You're very persuasive, Kokomi. It would seem you also have a talent for clinical psychology. I'll leave it to you two then.
Sweet dreams.
Where's she gonna sleep? Behind, Missy goes to rest. A little unsteady of her feet, she looks exhausted.
Mizuki really cares about the festival, huh? She's putting so much pressure on herself.
Perhaps she's reminded of the festivals of the past when I was just a kid. And Mizuki a young Baku. We would rush past the other yokai, desperate to get the first piece of fried tofu from the ramen stand. It would seem she hasn't forgotten, even after 500 years.
Sounds like you haven't forgotten either.
You know, there's something to be said for knowing when to keep your mouth shut, little one. Well, enough about the past. We must focus on the matter at hand.
But you didn't notice anything suspicious, right? That should mean the culprit didn't sneak in.
That's one possibility. The other is that the culprit's transformation is even more convincing than we imagined. In that case, we need a detective with a more professional skill set. Or we need to find a way to provoke them and get their facade to crack.
Hazel?
But that sounds dangerous.
If the culprit is deep in disguise, a slight provocation won't completely expose them. What we need is to create reasonable doubt. Make the culprit question whether their cover is blown. As they hesitate over whether to make some kind of last stand. That is our chance.
So how do you plan to provoke them?
Oh, A didn't tell you? Allow me to show you.
Let me see.
Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the Mikawa Flower Festival, it is my honor to announce an esteemed guest from Tenshukaku has agreed to take part in this year's festival. Please welcome Her Excellency, the Almighty Narukami Ogosho, God of Thunder.
And this man. And they're holding hands on stage. Like, this is my wife! On stage! It's the Shogun! The Shogun is here in person?
So this was your plan, Miko?
Well, not bad, right?
Wow, that was quite the entrance. I can't believe she agreed to that.
The Almighty Shogun has brought a cause of stir. Instead of struggling to maintain a low profile, it's better to step in the open. It means the detective can slip into the very long side of the unit without turning any heads at all. In a part of the Shogun, not even the most cunning of criminals can let down the guard. That every move needs to be fulfilled. The more you focus on getting on things right, the easier it is to rest of the becoming cracks in the glass. That's what Bigger wants us to take advantage of. And she's using the Almighty Shogun as bait. The legal access is there as ever.
Why didn't you clue us in earlier? We wasted all that time asking pointless questions.
Your intel was very useful, actually. You don't need to use things to unfold, but I have a feeling the truth will be revealed soon. In the meantime, stick with the Shogun, Ether. We need everyone's focus on her. I'll do my best. Alright! On the command, the Takushi will remain on high alert. If anything goes wrong, report back to me at once. Yes, ma'am. Anything? After that, we survive each star, just like yesterday. What is hang with Anne like wanna... Nah, not date though. You can say that. Why is she watch like she's her mom? Anne present definitely caused a stir, but it didn't take long for Professor Ultimate to return. This is like a hail event. I wish it was like that for 5 stars, most than 4 stars. Maybe a day will come when Anne can leave Takusha and will be so out of the OLOY. Oh my god, took a picture with us. That's pretty cool.
Another day of hard work. Where did the time go? Huh? When did A get ahead of us? Let's catch up.
I'm Anne. I'm Yay. I was like, honey, wait! I'm coming! Dango.
Almighty Shogun! Glory to your everlasting reign! Welcome. Welcome.
This stall looks familiar. Yet it would seem the ownership has changed hands.
You must be thinking of Tomoki. He wasn't feeling well today, so I'm filling in.
I see. Yet, you remind me of someone. A Doshin from the Tenryou Commission.
Yeah, acting suspicious.
What are you looking at, eh?
The food offerings. Although this vendor seems...
The vendor is giving me a plain look. Judging by his clean it's almost like his first day on the job. He's working.
Working? Ah, I see. I appreciate your dedication, sir.
Of course. It's an honor to serve such esteemed guests.
No need for formalities. I'll take 3 orders of dango milk.
Right away.
3 orders? So Paimon gets one too?
Yes. I wanted to thank you for accompanying me. Without you by my side, I imagine the people here would be on edge even now.
Nah, you don't get one pound. Just 2
I have
for
my
you,
reasons for being here, of course. But I would hate to tarnish the festive atmosphere.
The festival is for everyone.
Indeed. The Mikawa Flower Festival. Hundreds of years have passed since I last partook of the festivities. Much is different this time. The people, the place, the games. Yet, the name endures, and the joy of celebration along with it. I suppose that, in itself, is a form of eternity.
Traveler, Paimon. And the almighty Shogun?
Oh, Mizuki! Looks like you got some much-needed rest.
Yume Mizuki. Thank you for your aid earlier.
Of course. I'm always willing to help. It's my duty. I wish I could have dispelled the nightmares, but this situation is uncharted territory for me.
Even so, relieving the pain of the nightmares is no small feat. You honor the legacy of the Yumekui Baku.
So not even Mizuki could fix it? What's going on with this nightmare creature?
Let's save the difficult questions for later. Actually, I came here to ask you something. Want to come to the Isa bathhouse with me? Most of the contestants will be there. Oh, and don't worry about payment. It's my treat.
For free?
Yes, let's go!
You want us to go to the hot springs now?
Well, game development isn't easy. Most of the contestants are exhausted and could use a break. You've been under a lot of pressure yourselves with the investigation and all. So I thought you might like to join.
Of course we would! Right, Traveler?
I will remain here. I rarely have time away from Tenshukaku, and I would like to continue perusing the stalls.
Aw, that's too bad.
Okay, I'll go.
I almost forgot. Miko wanted to talk to you, Traveler. I'll take you to her first.
Oh? Well, why don't we all go?
Almighty Shogun, your dango milk is ready.
Oh, delicious.
Okay, little secrets of mine.
No need,
Okay.
Shogun. Miko just had some quick things to go over with the judges, that's all. You and Paimon can wait here. We'll only be a minute.
Be right back. Wait. Paimon with I mean, okay.
Alright, now we can talk freely.
Just 2 of us? Miko doesn't need to see me, does she?
I think something's off with the Shogun. You've been with her the whole day. Have you noticed anything?
Yeah, she seems troubled.
Exactly. You noticed too.
Something did seem off with AI today. Maybe she's not used to living Tozosu. Or was it the reaction of the crowd? No, we've been through so much. Something so true wouldn't shake her. She must be keeping something to herself.
I've witnessed a lot of cases where patients, for a variety of reasons, are unwilling or unable to seek help. Unfortunately, that only exacerbates the problem. Until their emotions become so heavy, even the strongest of people collapse under the weight. I see those warning signs in the Shogun.
So even the Archon aren't immune to emotional strain?
Humans, yokai, and Archons bear the same capacity for emotion, and are naturally susceptible to the same mental turmoil. It's very possible that someone who appears strong on the outside has learned to compartmentalize their negative emotions, and that is far from healthy.
I understand.
Anyway, the quickest route to curing the mind is through the heart. That's where you come in, traveler.
As a clinical posology, isn't it where you come in?
Approaching someone in a professional capacity often makes them more guarded. But don't worry, you'll still have my help. Here, with these 2 special coupons, you can get into Isa Bathhouse after closing. Then, this is what you're gonna do.
Do what? Get naked?
Finally, you're back! Paimon's had 2 servings of Dango milk already!
What?
Sorry for the wait. It sounds like the traveler has other plans, Paimon. So we'll head to the bathhouse on our own.
Huh? You're not coming?
I'll explain later, just have fun.
Okay. Paimon will bring you back a hot spring egg!
She gave me a hug, and then we left. What's happening?
There is no need to stay behind on my behalf. If you leave now, I'm sure you can catch up.
Something tells me you choose to stay behind on our behalf.
What makes you say that?
You don't want people to be on the edge because of you.
If my presence makes them nervous or impedes their ability to relax, does that not defeat the purpose of going to the hot springs? I already disturbed their progress by coming to the festival. The last thing everyone needs is more distractions.
But aren't you under pressure too?
As you know, this body is hardly that fragile. It can operate for another 100 years with no issue.
You didn't deny it.
Mortals are weak in body and mind. If there is a choice of who to bear such a burden, naturally, that person should be me.
Would you agree to go to the hot spring then?
What does it matter? The world is not so easily bent to one's will.
I'll take that as a yes. I have a pair of special coupons here. Yeah, look at that.
What clever verbal tricks, traveler. It appears you've been spending too much time with Miko.
What? No! It's the auto reaction offer.
You think you can get away with manipulating the Shogun? I wouldn't be so sure.
Come on, let's go.
Persistent indeed. Very well. As you proposed, we shall set out at midnight.
Oh god, are we actually going to the bathhouse with the... Okay, I guess we are! Okay, bathhouse time, let's go.
Well, shall we head out?
Yes, let's go.
Alright, no reason to delay.
Are we gonna be in separate or together?
Oh shit!
I'm actually curious.
Ace pilot! Oh shit.
Okay, here we are. How's this gonna look like? I'm actually curious.
Steam replete with the scent of orchids. Water that turns the complexion a blushing pink. So, this is a hot spring.
Oh god! What is this I'm looking at? Actually, it exists. Mixed bathhouses in Japan. Don't get freaked out. Don't get crazy, people. They exist, okay? There's nothing wrong with that. They exist in Japan. Is this your first time here?
Yes, there are royal hot springs near Tenshukaku. But the plans were set in motion only after Hiragi Hiroshi introduced the Snezhnayan blast furnace to Inazuma. And that was 500 years ago. When the project was complete, I was already in the plain of Euthymia. And naturally, the body of the Shogun has no need for such luxuries.
Hakagawi Hoshoshi.
The members of the Kanjo Commission were once friends with Makoto and the Kitsune Saigu. Although mere mortals, those who managed to survive back then were special individuals indeed.
Does it have anything to do with what happened right now?
What makes you say that?
The look on your face.
Now I see why my officials claim that the hot springs facilitate conversation. Even I find myself divulging more than intended. You're correct. Following the dark disaster 500 years ago, a nightmare engulfed Inazuma. On a battlefield consumed in darkness, our soldiers fought against dark forces, creatures capable of possessing people and trapping them in nightmares. Even the Yumekui Baku could do nothing to wake them.
It doesn't seem bad enough to make you this upset.
Perhaps not. The battle was intense. Those who stood up in defense of this land knew the chance of survival was slim. In the face of certain death, surely a nightmare is nothing to fear. But what if I told you this? If the person trapped in the nightmare was strong enough to overcome incapacitation, it would become a waking nightmare instead. The person would lose all capacity to distinguish dream from reality, perceiving everything in the real world as a continuation of the war, and every precious thing in life as an enemy to be annihilated. That is a far more painful nightmare, both for the person in question and those around them.
If I haven't broken out the nightmare yesterday, will that happen to me? Then Anne must be so worried because... Did this happen to someone back then?
Yes.
What happened?
I unleashed Muso no Hitotachi and struck her down.
I'm sorry.
No need. I have no regrets. I know it was the right decision, both for Inazuma's sake and her own. If necessary, I would do it again. Well, it's about time you two showed yourselves, yes? You've listened in long enough.
Two?
Oh.
Oh god, they're gonna join us? Oh, it's you two.
Before you say anything, this part wasn't me.
What is happening? What is happening? Now what is happening? Oh hell no!
Well, since the cat's out of the bag, how about a hot spring tea party?
Sure. She got dragged in.
Ah, nice and warm.
Oh god.
Hot springs relaxed your inhibitions, eh?
What is happening?
So who came up with this idea? I want the truth.
Mizuki?
I guess both of us?
Yo, both.
Well, I happened to consult a certain clinical psychologist about how to get an old friend to open up. In her expert opinion, doing something new with a trusted companion in a new environment can make someone less guarded. Looks like it worked like a charm.
I understand the reasoning.
It's one thing to trust that Miko has good intentions, but would you let your guard down around her?
Good point.
Your concern is misplaced. I kept these matters to myself because I was unsure whether this incident is connected to the past, and I did not want to interfere with the investigation. If the investigation reached an impasse, or new clues pointed to the nightmare from back then, naturally, I would have discussed this intel with you.
Intel, huh? It appears you still don't understand why I wanted you to open up in the first place.
What the fuck was that?
Sounds like it came from outside. Let's check it out.
That'll be funny. They come out, the towel falls down, like, oh my tits! Ada, don't look! I can't stop looking at it. And Miko, what is happening? That was quick.
Oh no! Someone's unconscious.
How did they change so quickly? Is this a nightmare?
It seems different in some respects. Step back and allow me to examine her.
She's awake?
What's going on? Almighty Shogun?
What happened just now? What frightened you?
Shogun,
It's all right. With the Shogun here, nothing can hurt you. Just take a deep breath and tell us what happened.
I almost fainted again just now.
Is that what happened earlier? You fainted?
Yes. I was on my way to your restaurant. And as I was crossing the bridge, I saw someone staring at me from behind a tree.
The tree?
It was hard to make out their appearance in the dark, but I had a bad feeling. So I tried to get a closer look in the moonlight, and it was me!
Doppelganger!
In that moment, I thought about how people who see their doppelganger usually end up dead, and I fainted from the shock. I don't remember anything after that.
A doppelganger in Inazuma City. But we only detected traces of the nightmare around Mount Yogo.
I heard that people encountered doppelgangers at Mount Yogo too! Could it be the work of some terrible yokai?
The strongest Joker in news are all IT. I'm talking about Miko and Mizuki.
Now that we have an understanding of the situation, why don't I take you to the police station to file a report?
Okay.
It's like, Hazel!
The situation is getting worse. If the doppelganger is limited to the festival grounds, that's one thing. But appearing on a random street in Inazuma City...
On the bright side, the victim seems okay this time.
Bad news, Shogun!
A Tenryo Commission official? What's wrong?
Another victim! At the festival! Kappa is trapped in a nightmare!
What?
But Sara and the others were keeping watch.
Make haste. Back to Mount Yogo at once.
Run! All of us! Oh my god, what is happening? Oh my god, our friend got knocked down?
Kappa! Kappa!
Excuse me. Let me take a look.
Mizuki! Traveler! Finally, you're back!
Sorry, Paimon. Shogun! Holy shit! I am so sorry. I can't stop staring at tits. Anyways, the fault is mine! The television has failed to protect us under our charge!
Now is not the time to cast blame. Did anyone witness the attack?
No, we have failed you! There was no trace of the goddamn enemy!
We split up for just a second, and the next thing we knew, he was on the ground. Oh, it must be some terrible yokai.
Other than the bug deck transformation, there was no trace of yokai power at the scene. It's almost like the couple method are getting more complicated. Also seemed to appear without warning. Wait, they were doubling in Inazuma City? Yeah, seems like it. Holy shit. Doppelgangers, Nightmare Inazuma, Mount Yogo?
How is he, Mizuki?
It's strange. I can't perceive his nightmare. It's almost like he's not there at all.
The yokai! It must be getting stronger!
Kappa, oh, please don't die.
It's my fault! Like, fuck me! It should be good to the Komoso Tomoe Seppuku method!
No. It was I who underestimated the enemy. I who allowed us to continue the festival despite the potential dangers. Sara, what is the status of the other contestants and staff?
Oh, normal. I asked the other question to move them to a secure location just to be safe.
Good. By decree of the Shogun, I declare that the Mikawa Flower Festival is...
Wait.
What is it, Miko?
You're being too hasty, eh? I understand your concern for the people, but I urge you to think this through. Or we risk playing into the enemy's hand. Considering your history with nightmares, you have better cause than anyone to exercise caution. But do you truly believe that what we're facing now is just a nightmare?
Explain.
Call it intuition. If you want the truth, perhaps Doshin Shikanoen could shed some light. I believe there's been a break in the case.
You flatter me, Lady Kuja. I do have a few ideas. Up to the point, we only detected traces of the nightmare pushed around Mount Yuga, and now it double appearing in Inazuma City. I wouldn't have thought what the couple of the venue to invade capture. If so, there would be no reason for them to risk exposure by continuing to change form. Rather than concluding that the nightmare create creature on top of everything, now that the ability to disappear without a trace, I think there's a different possibility. Oh, here we go. It's probably the same person. Let's interpret. The enemy has two different abilities can suddenly appear in a different without trace. It seems too random, like a novel from Yei Miko Publishing House to try to cover every element under the sun. I wish they voice this again. It's a different person. The nightmare creature and the doppelganger are separate entities. That's why the members are so different. They have separate goals. Okay? The people who saw doppelgangers were mistaken as the nightmare I saw wasn't real. No, I can't just explain it anyways. I'm gonna say it's probably the same person.
That doesn't sound right. I need to think about this some more.
At least that one's still there. Let's just see this one.
That doesn't...
Never mind, sorry. This one. That's right. The enemy appears to be seeing its time and place. That's why the terror creature could are the two at first. But if we ignore Nightmare's creature and look at the doppelganger incident in isolation, the culprit motive is clear. Yes. Let's see, occupied Inazuma. Taking control wasn't about replacing anyone by doppelgangers. I doubt even the false tale will come up with something so unrealistic. Cause of panic. The doppelganger incident didn't actually hurt anyone, but the folk tale about doppelganger did cause people to panic. That must be the culprit's goal. OLOY, we thought the culprit was changing form to evade capture, but if the doppelganger isn't responsible for the nightmares, they would be no more defiant of arrest than a random prankster. Cause of panic. That's right. Because of the folktale about doppelgangers, the culprit was able to panic without attacking anyone at all. But after terror creatures escaped the venue, the culprit appears in the Zoom City so that the panic was spread. But what is the end goal? Panic doesn't seem like enough to a motive. You're right, panic is the mean to an end, but I think the shift to Inazuma City proves something. Whatever the goal, terrorizing our location wasn't enough. And since Inazuma City is the new target, the person they're imprisoning at the festival should be absent. Unless the cover found a way to cover the tracks and Enchanted board panic. By leaving behind a stand-in. Fake!
Kappa is made of wood?
No wonder I couldn't sense the nightmare.
I see. So the doppelganger infiltrated the festival as Kappa and is currently hiding in Inazuma City. Is that correct?
Not just that, placing one puzzle that was enough. If multiple people are placed at once, they can cover for each other. We didn't get to see each other during the test of courage.
Kozo and his two friends were together the whole time, too. They would have noticed if someone was acting weird.
That kind of doesn't set the further weakness. If the subject is frightened, the sky start to crumble. Is that white Yoko in Hosobi Koso?
It's a Bakeganeki tail!
Kikaku! Kikaku! Run!
Tetsunosuke?
What the?
They're getting away!
Aren't you supposed to be in Inazuma City?
And leave you two by yourselves? That's not the Tanuki way!
No fighting! Let's go!
We found the culprit. That's kind of weird.
Bakeganeki! Those little terrors! Come on, let's go after them!
Oh, being make the heal. Like,
Paimon's had enough of these things! What even are they? More Bakeganeki tricks?
why are you putting shit around here? I mean, Biko's just dodging and weaving. He's like, you can't even touch my fur. If I get touched by these, I'm going to take a bath.
Nothing's working. The humans are catching up.
Little rascals! Stop running!
Little shits!
Transform! Stupid humans won't be able to recognize us!
Oh, really? Oh, they're all the same. What's the point? Oh, hold up. It's a head, isn't it?
You can't see me. You can't see me.
You ain't John Cena.
I'm on fire.
Tetsunosuke, you idiot! Don't tell them the three of us turned into bonfires! Hear that, Traveler?
Yeah, thank you.
Ouch! Transform! They're gone again! No, what are they this time? Some kind of stone or brick?
That's one. That's one. I see you somewhere. What's the other one? I'm trying to find it. In the map. No, there's no way. Oh, found one.
Kichiro, protect us!
Nope, too late.
Save us, Sukuma!
All of you! Bring your asses to the hill! Yaming is tired of saying, stand still!
We're almost rid of them.
No, that's enough! I will not fail the show again because of you little shits!
Tengu! Tengu was flying! Tengu is a cheater!
I am no cheater! Surrender now and I will spare your goddamn life!
Tengu, why are you helping the humans? Tengu is a yokai!
But Lord is Shogun! Humans and yokai are no different in my eyes!
Shogun? That's the leader of the humans!
Shogun sent people to steal our land! Shogun is bad!
Nonsense! You shut the fuck up! The Shogun will never get such an order!
Calm yourself, Sarah. Let's hear them out.
Shogun sent humans to steal our home!
And the Mikawa Flower Festival! Shogun is making yokai serve the humans!
Serve the humans? He's not talking about the game development, is he?
Shogun even forced Great Baku Yokai to work all night!
Oh, you mean yesterday? That was my choice, actually.
Jeez, where are these ideas coming from?
I think there was some misunderstandings.
Stay back!
I'm gonna touch you.
Humans want to enslave us again!
Hold on. Something's not right. We should try a different approach.
No need. I know what's wrong. They're trapped in a nightmare.
What are you doing? trying to put Tetsunosuke to work?
Kinkaku doesn't want to stay up all night.
Servitude, enslavement, these might sound like ridiculous misunderstandings to us, but that is their reality right now. A world of despair and fear, where
Oh my
enemies lurk at every
God.
turn, devoid of even a single shred of light.
So they're sleepwalking? How do we wake them up?
If we knew how, we would have done so back then.
Give us your worst. Kinkaku will never leave the Tanuki path. Kinkaku will die before serving you.
I may have a solution.
Truly?
If the nightmares come from the abyss,
What are you doing? No, don't!
I'm going to suck you off. Oh, this might work.
The humans are everywhere. We can hide forever.
How long have we been hiding? 100 years? 500 years?
No idea. If OLOY was still around, he would remember.
Shh, quiet! Someone's coming.
This is a fine piece of land. The grain yield should be exceptional.
Remember to check for traces of yokai in the surrounding area. By order of the Shogun.
By order of the Shogun, we are to exterminate all yokai that cross our path.
That's not true.
Why so hasty? We should leave some alive. We can make them work their own land.
Hey, you know about the Mikawa Flower Festival, right? I heard 50% of the profit is going to the development fund.
Oh yeah, the festival for humans. And...
The festival for humans, and humans alone.
Not true.
The yokai have had their fun. It's our turn now.
That's right. We should put them to work. They're known for their transformations, right? Then the little monkeys can dance for us until they die.
Oh God. They call them black.
No. How could they do that?
Quiet, or they'll catch us.
Jesus Christ, man, dude. Oh, is that what I saw?
What? What is that?
Come on, train soldiers.
Are you alright? Yoko, Kappa, I need help over here! Hold on! We're coming!
The yokai and the humans are unconscious?
The same thing happened to all of them?
The Mikawa Flower Festival!
This yokai can speak.
No, if we don't make it to the Mikawa Flower Festival, Boss Tama will be so upset. Boss Tama will eat us.
Not true.
The humans are coming for us. We're gonna lose our home. What do we do?
We infiltrate the Mikawa Flower Festival. We scare the humans away and then they won't come.
But how do we get into the festival?
Boss Toma is the best!
How about we turn into those 3 yokai?
That's what happened. Understandable. These memories, they belong to the Bankai Denku.
Traveler! Traveler!
Are you all right, Traveler?
I'm fine.
Where are we?
Huh? The nightmare is gone. You purified it.
Just avoid dealing with the abyss.
Humans! And a bunch of yokai!
Wait, Hazel's one too?
The Mikawa
I don't
Flower
remember
Festival.
that.
The humans are gonna... They're gonna... What were they gonna do?
Looks like they're confused. They still seem very aware of humans. They might have something to do with our long time in hiding. Hiding? You just got the memories to the group.
Oh, that explains all the Boss Toma this and Boss Toma that. That was the only thing they could imitate. Wait a second. Hitotsume Kozo and the others should be Akitsu-Yuge experts. But this time, Toma did all the work. Paimon can't believe we missed something so suspicious.
You're like Hazel, if his skills only work in hindsight.
Oh, you're saying Paimon's deductive reasoning is Hazel level.
More or less.
Based on your description, Traveler, it's possible these Bake Danuki have been in hiding for 500 years. Sounds like they know OLOY too. Why don't we ask him? It's not far.
The protector of the grove. It's been 500 years since our last meeting. Sarah, Hazo, return to the festival to keep watch. The doppelganger incident has been resolved, but the threat of the nightmare remains. I will handle the meeting with Ioroi myself.
Yes, Shogun! I can't say both. How's that gonna work? It's just next door. It's pretty hilarious. Like, hey, Oi, I bought my wife here. Like, oh, you bought your wife?
Ioroi, we're back!
Oh, keep it down. Bringing all these people at this hour. Don't you know even statues need to sleep? Shogun, I bow before thee. No, wait, shoot, I'm still a statue. What should I...
All is well, Ioroi, hidden protector of the grove.
I never seen Ua so afraid.
Ah, that would be because when Ioroi tried to pluck a Nakuweed from the Imperial Garden, A nearly split him in two, Yashiori Island style.
Keep it to yourself, you meddlesome kitsune.
Ioroi, I wish to ask you something.
Anything, Shogun. Absolutely anything.
Damn, she nice to her, but not
to...
to...
honor to answer.
Not nice to Yay?
Suck up.
You could have at least slowed down a little. It took forever to convince them to come with me.
It's Ioroi! The humans really did kill you!
Your body is stone!
Huh? I am not dead.
Not dead? The kitsune spoke the truth?
This smell is Ioroi! Ioroi is alive!
Ioroi? The humans really did seal you away!
Wait, this must be Kinkaku, and Tetsunosuke! You weren't sealed away?
When the humans, Kamuna Harunosuke, came to hurt us.
We ran and hid. The humans searched and searched. So many friends couldn't move. Our yokai powers were getting weaker.
So we decided to escape the human just as the great Baketanuki Tsukumo taught us, by digging a hole in the ground!
That's when we uncovered a horn filled with yokai power. It was the will of the great Baketanuki Kichiro made manifest.
It restored our power, and then we made the human go, yeah!
Oh, and by Teen Tune, yeah! You mean?
What is this?
We tricked him and ran.
So, you didn't actually beat him up at all?
Oh, thought it
We've been
was.
using the horn to hide ever since. But there are too many humans. It's getting harder to hide.
A horn full of yokai power. Could that be the source of the nightmares? The reason the Baketanuki are so afraid of humans? If the horn contained the fragment of a nightmare, using its power to hide would spread the nightmare to them. That means the Baketanuki have been trapped inside this state of anxiety for 500 years.
Ha! I could have told you that nothing good would come from that horn. Using external power is against the Tanuki path.
We strayed from the path?
But the horn helped us hide from the humans. The humans tried to take our land.
On the contrary, the purpose of the investigation was to determine in advance if yokai were present on the land in question, whether we avoid encroaching on yokai territory altogether, or attempt to reach a mutually beneficial agreement. A peaceful resolution was always the goal.
Oh, really?
Wait, that is what the humans said back then, isn't it?
Yeah?
By order of the Shogun, if yokai live here, we need to discuss the proposal.
Yeah, look at that. Listen.
Ginkaku, Tetsunosuke. Not all humans are bad. Yellow Fur over there helped me a great deal, you know.
Besides, the Baketanuki were only sealed away back then because Ioroi stole that comb.
Ioroi? It's a thief? Ioroi got what he deserved.
How was I to know it was used to make sacred Sakura Daifuku? I gave it back, didn't I?
So the humans were mean for no reason?
Well, if you must know, the young human and I fought. I was perhaps a tad careless, so I conceded the match. Anyway, the point is, neither side is bad.
There he goes again, changing the subject when it makes him look bad.
Now you know. No human is trying to harm you.
So, it was all a nightmare.
500 years in hiding? For nothing.
It was a 500-year-long game of hide and seek. What's so bad about that? Besides, you won.
Huh? We won? Go us! We're even better than Eoron!
Hey, my game of hide and seek isn't over yet.
Wow, the mind of a Bakedaniki is something else. Still so cheerful even after all that.
That nature is what isolated them from the worst effects of the nightmare and prevented them from causing any real harm. But a nightmare that's still affecting people after all this time? Who could it belong to? A horn buried under Mount Yogo.
I thought I heard a legend about that.
Tainted by darkness, the Oni warrior raised her sword against the almighty Shogun. Losing an arm and a horn to the Shogun's blade, she fled into the forest, never to be seen again. A trusted lieutenant fighting against the forces of darkness, she was once devoured whole by a beast from beyond this world, with the body of a tiger and the tail of a serpent, until she tore the creature apart from within. Thus she earned the name Chio the Tigerbite, or Tora Chio.
I don't think Chio would like that name. Though she escaped the belly of the beast alive, that battle never left her. She saw the memories of her fallen comrades everywhere, slaughtered one after another, until she could no longer distinguish dream from reality.
A nightmare doesn't inhabit someone with singing strength. It turns into something even worse.
The nightmare twisted every joy in her life, her subordinates, family, and friends, into enemies in need of destruction.
Look at all this.
It was in that state, trapped in the battlefield of her mind, that she raised her sword against me on Mount Yogo. With the Muso no Hitotachi, I cut off her arm, one of her horns, and a portion of the mountain itself. I suspect that is when the horn in question was buried there.
And subsequently uncovered by 3 Bakedanuki. That means the fragment on the horn comes from Chio's nightmare.
Nightmares feed on fear and anxiety. If what the traveler saw is true, it's possible Kinkaku and the others' fear over the past 500 years allowed the fragment to gain physical form and become something akin to a Jibakure.
Jibakure?
An earthbound spirit. They move through the ley lines, but are also bound by them. That's why the traces of this entity appeared intermittently and never outside of Mount Yogo.
It would seem the fragment of this nightmare is no different from the one back then. It hates all joy and every good thing in this world. The investigation team working for a better future? Attacked. Hitotsume Kozo and his friends, kind enough to lend a helping hand? Attacked.
Yeah, and we were attacked too! Right when we were having fun with the playtesting.
So why hasn't it appeared since?
Perhaps it needs to regain strength after your defeat. Or perhaps it is biding its time because it knows, with whatever rationality remains, that it cannot defeat you. But sooner or later, its twisted hatred will force it out of hiding, and it will move to strike its enemies.
Zoom close to tits first, that's hilarious.
When Chio set her sights on a target, she was never one to waver.
Oh.
But both possibilities prove something. Nightmare fragments can be defeated, and an enemy that can be killed is one that can be split in two by the power of Muso Ishin.
There's really no other way?
Mikoshi Chio is gone. A fragment of a nightmare tied to a severed horn. That is all that remains. The living must take precedent over the memory of the dead.
Even so, having the illusion motion Ishin against her again, would it really be okay? Mitsuki said our concept from the same tempo as the rest of us. The dead may be gone, but that doesn't mean our emotion die with them.
Oh, who cares about the dead anyway? I'm just trying to look out for the living.
What is that supposed to mean, Miko?
Oh, I'm just concerned about our poor Bake Danuki friends.
Huh? What does that have to do with us?
The nightmare fragment has been tied to the Bake Danuki for nearly 500 years. Strike it down, and who's to say whether you take the lives of our poor friends along with it?
I beseech you, Almighty Shogun, spare the young ones. It was just a momentary... oh, no. A 500-year-long lapse in judgment.
Miko, you speak the truth?
If you don't believe me, ask Mizuki and the Traveler. I'm sure they've encountered similar cases during their extensive travels.
Well,
Oh, she just side-eyed both of us?
During my studies, both in Liyue and Natlan.
Yeah, I've definitely seen that happen before.
Then, what would you propose? This nightmare fragment is a constant threat to Inazuma. Should all other options fail, I will take action.
If the fragment's hatred toward the world comes from a nightmare, then the most logical option is to get rid of the nightmare itself.
Right! Can't you just eat the nightmare, Mizuki?
True, but...
The Baku already tried that 500 years ago. Even yesterday, when faced with the corruption of the nightmare, Mizuki could only mitigate the effects.
What was impossible back then is not necessarily impossible now. I think Mizuki has the right idea. If we cannot eradicate the nightmares directly, why not use this entity's tricks against it? Combat illusions with illusions. Combat nightmares with dreams.
Is that even possible?
Don't forget, there are yokai that specialize in shape-shifting and illusions, and they happen to be right in front of us.
Where? Kinkaku doesn't see them anywhere.
Maybe they're hiding as trees? Or the wind?
You guys.
Fools! The Kitsune is clearly referring to the Bake Danuki. Tetsunosuke, Kinkaku, must you be so dense?
Given their centuries-long connection to the nightmare fragment, they are perfectly positioned to create a dreamscape that the entity will be unable to distinguish from the real world.
Back then, the nightmare had little to no weaknesses. If we want to give the Bake Danuki an opportunity to strike, I assume you have a plan, Miko?
You said it yourself. Mikoshi Chiyo is gone. All that remains is a fragment of her nightmare, already broken and vulnerable. Besides, Mizuki is an old friend, one that is not to be underestimated. She has traveled the land studying dreams and is far more capable than those old fossils back then.
Not gonna say anything?
She just usually doesn't compliment me to my face. But Miko's right. If we work together, I'm confident we can put together a ritual to subdue the nightmare fragment.
Once we perform the ritual, it will take some time for the barrier to take effect. Luckily for us, we have two formidable warriors on our side. Our festival representative, who also happens to have extensive experience against dark forces, and the almighty Shogun, unmatched in combat. I'm sure the two of you can buy us some time.
There's just one problem. Since this entity can pass through the ley lines, its movements are unpredictable. If we're going to create a barrier, how can we be sure it appears where we want?
The solution to that is obvious. If the nightmare fragment despises all sources of joy and happiness, then naturally a joyous occasion would be an evil beyond measure. An enemy that must be annihilated at all costs.
So, if we want to lure it out...
We need a source of joy.
The Mikawa Flower Festival!
What joy could possibly compare to finishing one's work right before the deadline?
I would imagine we can all think of a few. But I agree. The Mikawa Flower Festival is the most plausible target. Once the enemy appears, I will pull them into the plane of Euthymia immediately. I will not put the people in danger. Traveler, I ask that you join me there so we can subdue the enemy together.
Of course.
All right. I will update everyone back at the festival and start the preparations for the ritual. I'll need your help, Mizuki. It's going to be a busy night.
Looks like an all-nighter for me.
Well, this was your idea. Oh, and don't forget, you need to finish a Little Fox's Daydream as well.
And in a surprising twist, you were my nightmare all along.
Oh, come on. You guys are fun. Are we still not done with this? Okay, do we just start right now?
Traveler, during the battle tomorrow, it is imperative you know your limits. If the enemy proves too much to handle, leave them to me.
But...
I know. I understand your concerns, just as you know mine. We need not say any more than that. Just get some rest and prepare yourself for the battle to come.
Get some rest,
One more thing. Thank you.
Oh. This probably... Oh, it is. Okay, I thought it was still going. Okay, that's the conclusion of that part of part 2. I'll do part 3 last in the next episode. Alright, I'm gonna there. Like, subscribe. I'll see you later. Sayonara.